So a short little disclaimer. I'm editing this video that y'all are about to watch right now. And fair warning, two things. Audio is trash and my face looks like trash. I got a bunch of pimples on my face. It looks kind of crazy. But that's neither here nor there. The Lord told me to post it, so that's what I'm going to do. But about the audio, I really want to apologize to everybody for the audio. It's not the best quality. I didn't put this thing on there, and so this blocks a lot of the noise when you hear me breathing in between me talking and everything. And so the audio just doesn't sound good. It really sounds bad. Right now, my voice probably sounds a little bit weird. I don't know if y'all notice it, but I notice it. I have a sore throat, and so I'm trying to be super loud or whatever. But I just wanted to give y'all that little fair warning before you watch the video, just so you know if you hear a lot of breaths in between what I'm saying, it's because I don't have this on here, and the audio is just trash. It just straight up is. So enjoy.
Give me one break, I need faith. Faith to believe you, faith to receive.
Welcome to another episode of Jesus Uncensored. Is something on my face? No, it ain't nothing on my face. It was just the sun. What's up? How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? I'm doing good. As you can see, I'm in a much better mood than I was the last two videos that I posted. So going off of them last two videos that I posted, catch anybody up who may not have seen them. I was talking about my new commitment, to post 2 YouTube videos every single month up until the end of the year, and my sex and porn addiction that I've been battling since I was 12. Yeah, so we done talked about that. I went into it, and here we are today. I'm feeling a lot better, obviously. I done had some talks with the Lord, done vented to the Lord about some stuff that I've been dealing with in my personal life or whatever. I felt like I was just dumb close to the camera. The mic just then. I don't know. Anyway, talked to the Lord about some personal stuff. And I don't know how much I want to go into. I know it's called Jesus Uncensored, but I got to figure out how uncensored I really need to be. You feel me? I got to find a good balance between what's going to actually be beneficial for y'all and what's going to be too much for me to let people know. Because I ain't going to lie, I kind of got a history of being a little bit too transparent. So I got to just figure it out. By the way, excuse my face, the little peach fuzz mustache and the little scraggly wannabe goatee, wannabe beard that I got going on. Trying to grow it out. So, here we are. I've had it before in the past. I don't know if I posted any videos when I had my little goatee and mustache combo, but I might have. I don't know. But y'all gonna see it here soon. It's gonna grow back. I grow hair a little bit slow, so it might take some time, but when it get here, it's gonna be here. You feel me? Don't expect it to grow in on the sides because there's always a big patch right here, so I just be shaving the sides. I'm really just rambling. We already 2 minutes in and I ain't even started the topic yet. I'm sorry, I'm just talking to y'all. All right, cool. So I've been thinking about something for a cool little minute. And like I said, I was talking to the Lord about it. And it's been bothering me. You feel me? And I think the reason it's been bothering me is because I've been having this feeling for a minute, but I haven't been acting on it because I was just feeling like, dang, I don't know if this is what the Lord wants me to do, blah, blah. But it wasn't and I'm not going to go into what the decision is yet. I'll probably update y'all on that when it happens, but I'm going to talk about it in a roundabout way. And then when it happens, you're going to be like, oh, so this is what he was talking about. Oh, man. Oh, dang. But anyway, so, yeah, I've been having this feeling that I need to do something. And I've been contemplating it because, I got stuff going on. Like I told y'all before, I got kids, that's my main responsibility right now. I ain't gonna hold. I got kids. I got twins. And so, thinking about how to work through things for them and all the other stuff it makes me reconsider, obviously, how I live my life and what I do in my life in terms of my career and what I'm doing for work and all of that. And so I have to really think about it, right? And so I've been having this battle with the Lord. I'm not going to say with the Lord. I've been having this battle with myself, really. And it's just because I'm wondering, oh, man, is this going to be the best option, blah, 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 blah. But like I said, either way I go, it's not sin. I know it's not sin either way I go. And so, trying to figure out if I even want to talk about it. Yeah, I'm gonna go into it. So basically, I'm moving. I'm trying to move out of my parents' crib, right? And so, of course, I done had my kids, and you know, when they're with me, they come over to my parents' house or whatever, and I've been, you know, contemplating if I want to move or not, because I'd be thinking about the kids. Like, okay, you know, when I move out, I'm gonna still have to pay for everything I'm paying for now, plus extra stuff. And I'm like, one, am I gonna have the money for that? Two, are my kids gonna be comfortable with me moving out? Also, you know, when it comes to where I'm gonna move, how far am I gonna be from my kids, all that stuff. Because I'm not gonna hold you. If I didn't have kids, I probably would be out of Georgia. I live in Georgia, and so I probably wouldn't be living in Georgia if I didn't have kids. I'm not gonna hold you, but I want to be around my children, and so, yeah. So I've been thinking about that for a cool little minute, and recently I just went on I made the decision to go on and do it. Right. Been going through the process to move out and all that other stuff. Moving into an apartment. And so, yeah, man, like I've been thinking about this for a minute, and it would have happened by now. But like I said, you know, when I had kids, I was in college. And so, you know, things just kind of shifted. Like I was in college for finance, and, you know, I had finished my 2-year degree, got my associate's degree in Alabama. And then I came here to Georgia, went to Georgia State, and was kind of wilding out at Georgia State, and boom de boom. Do people say that? Boom shakalaka. One thing led to another, and, you know, got somebody pregnant. So, yeah, that's kind of how that happened. And so ever since then, like, of course, I've had to like kind of reset in terms of my career goals and career plans, because I was thinking, you know, I'm going to get a job in finance, blah, 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 which I'm not going to hold you. That's a whole nother conversation, because I don't even think I really would have liked that. But that's where my head was at the time, right? But I wasn't really locked in and focused on it, which is how I got off and started, you know, wilding out. And so anyways, yeah, so when I had my kids, I had to like really take a step back and figure, okay, what do I need to do? Because I got to make some money to take care of my children. Take care of my children, though, for real. Like, I had to really figure out, like, what am I going to do? So, dang, let me turn on some AC. God, dog. It's getting a little hot in this mug. It's probably my breath, for real. But anyway, yeah. So, you know, I'm sitting here trying to figure it out. And so, whoop-de-woo. It's been a long road, a long journey. I'm not going to talk about it right now because I don't want this video to be super long. So, yeah, it's been a long road, been a long journey, been trying to figure it out. But, you know, things have started to come together better and better over the years. It's been 3 years, or almost 3 years. My kids will be 3 in June. And so, yeah, man, I'm in a spot now where I can really go in and move out and do what I need to do. And that's what I'm about to do. So I've been contemplating it for a minute, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been difficult because I'm like, bro, like I wanna go in and move out. Like, I've been wanting to get out for a minute, but I was just like, nah, I don't need to do it yet. It's not a good time. You know, the kids I gotta make sure the kids got what they need. You know, like I can't just do it just because I want to. I can't just think about me, blah, 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 all that other stuff. And so, boom, I done waited, but now's a good time. So I done made that decision. And it's been weighing on me for a minute because, man, like when I say living under my parents' roof, I don't know how everybody's relationship with their parents are. But like, I love my parents, I really do. But I feel like I can't be myself with my parents. Like, the way I'm acting right now, I don't act like this around my parents for real. Like, I just don't. When I'm with my friends, I act way different. And it's not because I feel like I gotta hide something, but more than anything, it's just like, and maybe I do, I don't know. Maybe I do. I don't really know if that's what it is though. Like, I really feel like it's just the way I was raised. There's a certain way you act around quote unquote adults. I know I'm an adult now, like I'm a grown man, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like there's a level of respect that you give older people in general. And so in the way that you speak, I'm not going to talk to somebody who's 60 the way I talk to somebody who's 16, or the way I talk to somebody who's 26. You know, I'm not going to do that. I talk to people differently depending on your age. And so, like, even when I talk to my kids, I talk to my kids differently than I talk to my friends. Like, that's just, I feel like that's a normal thing to do. And so, living under their roof this long, I've been doing it, of course, because, you know, one, I haven't had a whole bunch of money most of the time. And then two, I got kids. And so I'm like, I want to make sure I'm doing everything right. I want to make sure I'm learning what I need to learn because I'm a new father, haven't had kids before. So this is a new journey for me. So I'm like, I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. I don't want it to be where I just jump out there and try and figure it out. And then, I mess up in a bad way. And I'm not saying that's the wrong choice. For some people, that's what you got to do. If you got to do that, that's cool. But for me, like, because I didn't have that, I didn't have it where it was like my parents were like, oh, nah, you got to get out of here, blah, 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 blah. Like, my parents was really, I'm not going to lie, they were really chill about it when I told them. And so I appreciate them for that. So I didn't want to just be prideful and be like, oh, well, I'm going to make my own move, blah, blah, figure it out. Because my kids were just going to suffer unnecessarily if I did that. And there's been things over this time that I've had to come to grips with that's been very frustrating, and there's been a lot of emotional growth that I've had to do. But in the end, I feel like it's paid off. But I think I've gotten to a point now where I've gotten everything I can get from my parents. Like, everything that they have been telling me for years, I feel like whatever was going to sink in while I'm living under their roof has already sunk in. You feel me? When it comes to financial literacy, when it comes to just how to live and take care of your own space, when it comes to just, how to make sure you're handling all the business that's yours, handling your responsibilities, I feel like all of that has sunk in to the extent that it will sink in while I'm under their roof. And so, yeah, man, that's the new journey that I'm on. The only reason I'm talking about this, I really don't think anybody's interested. But like I said, I told the Lord that I was going to post 2 videos every single month, and the channel's called Jesus Uncensored. I feel like he's calling me to just be open and honest about what I have going on in my life on this channel. And of course, talk about him and talk about the Lord and how he's been affecting me through all this. So with that being said, I feel like over the years, this has really helped me grow in my faith in the Lord. And for my faith to have grown, it had to be tested, and it's been tested an unbelievable amount of times over these years. I gave my life to the Lord October 8th, 2021. And ever since then, it's been a roller coaster. Legit, it's been up and down and up and down, and just it's been a lot of stuff. But one thing that I can always depend on is that the Lord is going to be steady. Throughout the whole process. I said steady, and my hand went here, and then it went up. But you get what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not God, because I'm not steady. But God is steady. Get what I'm saying? So anyways, yeah, man, like, it's really been a journey with the Lord, and he's helped me in so many different ways. And I say all this just to say, like, if you're in a spot where you're going through something and you're just like, God, I don't know how I'm going to get through this. I don't believe I'm going to get through this. Like, especially if you're in a spot where you're like, God, I want to trust you, but I don't. I don't trust you, Lord. Like, if you're in that spot, I know where you're at. Because I'm not going to lie, I was feeling that very recently. Very recently. I talked to my brother about it. He gave me some great advice on it. But after the conversation with him, it didn't fully change how I was feeling, but it reminded me of who God was, and it helped, And so, I'm really just saying all this just to say, like, I've been through some ups and downs, having kids. I had my kids when I was 21 years old, and I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know how to handle it, and I really didn't think I would have gotten this far. I'm not gonna hold you. I just didn't think I had what it took to take care of children. But I was like, Lord, if this is what you want me to do, I'm gonna do everything I can to figure it out. I told him that. And here I am, he's moving me forward in life. And sometimes I'm realizing, like, your forward momentum doesn't always feel like you're moving. You feel me? Like, you can have forward momentum, but sometimes it just feel like you just sitting still, you stagnant. But I'm learning, like, not to go off on my feelings, not to focus on, dang, this is how I feel today, this is how I feel right now, but to be able to focus on, this is what the Lord has done previously for me, And that's been very helpful in times where I'm not in the best state of mind. And, even me saying this out loud right now is a reminder of how faithful the Lord is and how he's using this channel, this YouTube, to help me grow, because even me saying this out loud right now is just good for me, good for my spirit, man, because there's still things, in the works that I'm trying to figure out and all that stuff. And hearing this, even though of course it's coming out of my mouth, it's still good to hear, because I know he's done this stuff in the past where he's helped me get through things that otherwise I just don't know how I would have got through. So I just say all this just to say, like, keep your head up. For real, keep your head up. My life is it's not where I want it to be yet. I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm doing much better than I thought I was going to be doing, for real. And I'm much further ahead in my life now than I was 3 years ago. And so, I'm just going to keep the ball rolling. I think of it like, y'all ever seen them little videos of like a snowball, and it starts off really small, and then as it keeps on rolling, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger? That's how I feel like this momentum is, where it's like, I feel like these first 3 years has been starting off small little snowball, but I'm getting that momentum. And I'm talking about in my faith with the Lord, but also in my personal life, in terms of my financial life and me growing there. It's growing. I see, the foundation being laid for me to be able to, have that prayer answer that I said to the Lord years ago when I had these kids. Is I was like, God, like, I don't want to have children and not be able to take care of them. Like, if you're giving me a responsibility to take care of 2 human beings, I want to have what it takes to take care of them. And he's doing that for me, And so, yeah, man, I'm just thankful for the Lord. I really am. I really am grateful for him. Things aren't all perfect and fine and dandy. They're not. But I'm thankful and grateful for God. So I know I was all over the place. This video is kind of just an update of where I'm at. I'm also going to post another video this month. Actually, this might be posted after that video, because the other video is going to be kind of like, I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but the other video is going to be like a update to where I am with my walk, in terms of, the porn and the sex that I've been saying that I've been struggling with, where I am with that, and just kind of how I've been coming along with that. So look forward to that video as well. I don't really know what else to say. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I think I said everything. Keep your head up. If your head is down, pull it up. You probably got a big head, but it's okay. Do everything you can to pick it up. You feel me? Do what you got to do. Pick your head up. The Lord is there for you if you let him. He loves you all the time. And he going to help you get through it. Whatever it is, he going to help you get through it. I know he will, because he helping me. And I ain't nothing special. I ain't nothing special. So, he going to help you out. That's really all I got to say. Catch you in the next video.